Before I met Jesus, it was much different than it is now.
I kind of just sought the approval of others and I didn't seek God.
Just a lot of questioning, just a lot of kind of going to church, not really getting a lot out of it, and always questioning the purpose of it.
It was kind of like a Sunday thing. I didn't apply it to my life.
Everything was the way I thought that it should be, but didn't feel whole inside.
The storm that I face is something that I can't deal with by myself, so there's God, but I wasn't sure.
I still very much felt alone. I felt like I was doing it on my own.
I like to think of, I grew up walking next to him with a wall between us. He was there, but I didn't see him.
I didn't feel that I was connecting with God.
I just really felt really far from God.
I started searching for something, and I started learning about him. And I just started praying with him and started praying with God, and I feel like each day I'm feeling better.
I just decided it's time to make a change, really try to dive in and understand God. And that's opened so many doors.
You know, God was like, you need to open up to someone, and once I finally did, then like things started happening in my life.
We started to have a community group of other families, and I was like, wow, they have God in their life as a family, and that's what we're trying to do.
How God can not only speak to me through prayer, but through the people around me, it's such an awesome thing.
Everything has changed. It's a beautiful thing.
I feel like God knows that the storm is coming, and so he just wants me to know that he's here.
I kind of felt like hopeless, that like I didn't have much of a future. And I feel like God was like, that is so not the case. And the more I trust him, the more he shows me like what he has planned for me.
This past year of my life has been phenomenal. I personally wish that I would have found God so much earlier. I feel like I'm a whole new person.
I kind of see Jesus as like my best friend because he was there with me when I felt so alone, and I felt like no one else was with me.
And I really started to let my guard down and to just jump feet first.
I made the decision to follow Jesus and to trust him as my Savior, actually when I was going through a story-formed life group. So it was a matter of taking a leap of faith, and I guess kind of reflecting on the things that had happened in my life up to this point and questioning, was this the result of things that I've done, or was this the result of God being there with me? And it was just undeniable that the good stuff in my life is because God has been there with me through the way.
God is just showing me how much he loves me and how that is so much more important than my purpose.
There's a lot of bumps in the road, and I think there wasn't necessarily one thing that just made me snap and change everything that I did. I think it was just a compilement of all of it, and realizing that, hey, if you want to fix this, you need to go to God.
I have nowhere to go but Jesus, but that I feel he said, come to me. I'm here for you, come to me. And that I feel like he's there, and God showed me it's real, that if I trust in him, it doesn't matter. He'll be there, everything will be fine.
Having a relationship with Jesus is commitment. It's not just like, yeah, I believe in him, and yeah, I go to church, and I'll pray before dinner, because I mean, I did all of that before I found him, but I definitely didn't have a relationship with him. I had a knowledge of him.
Do I feel like I fully surrendered to God? Yes.
And it's not a matter of I've done it and I'm done. It's like the laundry. The laundry's never done. The laundry just keeps piling up. You got to keep doing the laundry. So same thing in handing over life to God. I feel like it's a thing that I constantly have to continue to do.
So baptism for me is like a response to his love, and I'm finally receiving it.
I'm ready to declare that Jesus is my Lord and he is Savior.
In my mind, I've already declared it months and months ago, but you know, to do it officially, I'm super excited, especially getting to share it with my 6-year-old.
Being baptized is taking that next step. I decided to do that because I want to celebrate with my church and with my family.
Yes. I'm ready to publicly declare that Jesus is my Savior and that I want to follow him for the rest of my life.